This is KRDS News, your news source for the Annandale High School Cardinals.
Hello Annandale High School and welcome to KRDS News. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Zach. Thank you for joining us this Friday for the weekly news, updates, and announcements.
Welcome back. I hope you had an excellent winter break with our two-day week. We have a bit of a slow news week for you, but let's get into it.
With all the cold and with winter weather here in the Midwest, we sent two of our KRDS correspondents, Connor and Tristan, to do a story on how winter can affect a person's driving.
Winter is officially here. We've experienced the cold, we've gotten some snow, and with all this winter weather comes poor driving conditions. Minnesotans are no stranger to icy roads when the temperature drops. Here's a reminder to drive carefully, or if the weather gets really bad, maybe just stay off the roads.
Halloween blizzard of 91. I was supposed to go on a date with a boy, and we couldn't go because it was a blizzard, and I was so upset. But he came the next day. He drove a big truck, and snow plows had gone through, and my parents actually let me go. I was so excited. So we persevered, and we made it through the date. It was fine, yeah.
Driving in the winter depends on your style of car, whether it's all-wheel drive or front-wheel, rear-wheel drive. That makes you make adjustments a lot differently in the winter. It's just giving yourself more time. So winter driving is no different. It's just giving yourself a little bit more time.
Don't come into intersections too fast.
If the weather's different, slowing down a little bit sooner.
Well, you don't want to stomp on the brakes. You want to slow down.
Don't try and drift a front-wheel drive car.
I just like driving for fun and going fast sometimes, but that explains all my tickets. So I was 5 minutes away from home on Highway 37, and then I take a turn and I hit the shoulder and I hit a 360 and I went right into the ditch. So no damage, luckily, but yeah.
I got 12 points off my driver's test, and you can only get 13 off, and I got 12 off, so I barely passed because I kept sliding through stop signs and stuff.
Okay, so I'm not going to name drop, but one of my friends hit a parked semi-truck in a Crumble parking lot. I don't know, I wasn't there. I wish I would have eyewitnessed it, but this person, you know who you are. I heard the war stories the next day at school.
Speaking of weather, let's check with Annandale's finest weatherman, the Bachelor, Steiny.
Morning, Annandale High School. I'm glad you guys all had a good break. Let's get into the weather. We finally got a stretch of cold weather, and it's looking at the 10-day forecast. It's going to be here for a while. The high for today and all the weekend, it's only 12 degrees for about 3 days. And the low is about -2, so it's definitely a little chilly. There's no snow or precipitation in the near forecast. We got winds coming out of the north between about 5 and up to 15 miles an hour, so you want to make sure you got some extra layers on and stay warm, you know. That's all for the weather today. On to sports.
Okay. Thank you, Stanley. Now it's time for your Cardinal sports updates.
Last Friday, the Alpine ski team traveled to Brainerd to compete at Mount Skeagle. The girls ended up taking third place with a score of 121, and the boys taking sixth with a score of 52. The next race is coming up on Monday the 6th in Detroit Lakes. Good luck, skiers.
The girls basketball team played in Zimmerman and Little Falls at Monticello Invitational Tournament over winter break, beating both teams. They also played Norwood Young America yesterday, winning 55-54. Their next game isn't until January 6th against New London Spicer at home, so come and support.
The boys basketball team had a game over break playing the Buffalo Bison and losing 51-58. They have a game tonight at home against Norwood Young America at 7.
The wrestling team had a duel in Maple Lake against Howard Lake on the 20th. Lightning won the duel with a score of 36-28. The varsity team has an individual tournament on Saturday in Foley. Good luck, wrestlers.
The gymnastics team had an away meet last night against Howard Lake Waverly Winstead. Congratulations to Claire Thompson for scoring a 9-0 on vault, placing first. The final score was Annandale with a 127 and Howard Lake with a 115. Their next meet is at home against Rockford on January 7th.
Our cheerleaders have brought their A game this season, competing against some of the best teams in the region, from flawless stunts to perfectly synchronized routines, and consistently show what it means to represent Annandale High School. With pride and passion, our KRDS correspondents Rowan interviewed Autumn and Brianna about their dedication to the sport of cheer.
My name is Autumn and I'm a bass. My name is Brianna, and I'm a main base.
What made me join cheer was Emily Merton, actually. She pushed me to join cheer, and it looked really fun.
My cousin made me want to do cheer because it was so much fun for her, and yeah.
My favorite part about being in the cheer team is the family that we've created and doing all the fun stunts.
I would say my favorite part of being on the Annandale cheer team is how supportive everyone is when a stunt hits.
My favorite stunt in our routine this year is definitely our ending pyramid, where we do a twist ball up and then we go into an inversion into a lib.
My favorite stunt is our first pyramid when you do just an extension and then you pull
Oh, wait,
lib,
that might be my favorite too.
lib, and then we do a switch lib, and then we do a prone. I don't know. She just falls on her back, and then she back walkovers out, and we catch her.
Then we clean.
Clean.
My favorite competition has definitely been Jefferson, because Farmington last year I ended up severely spraining my thumb, so I was a little worried that it was going to happen again, but it didn't. How I stay motivated is I just try and look at the positives, at how much we have grown over the season already, how much we've progressed, and I just think of what we have yet to come. Hopefully getting state champs again this year.
That's a hard question. I just lock in, you know.
Just lock in.
I just lock in.
Last season, I had 2 injuries in the same season. The first injury, I had fractured my wrist, and I was out for about 2 months, I want to say. But I still went to every practice and motivated my teammates.
I haven't really faced any injuries, like minor sprains, but it went away after a few days.
What advice I have for someone trying out for the cheer team? I would say do it. It's a very fun experience, and it's like one big happy family, and you create new friendships every year. I would say do it.
Yeah, I would say just do it too.
Their next competition is here at Annandale High School on the 11th.
The boys Bison hockey team had a couple games over break. They played Osseo and won with a whopping score of 8-1. They also played Rock Ridge over break on the 28th and lost 6-5. Last night they played Moorhead with a final score of 2-9. Tough loss. They play Sartell tomorrow night. Make sure to check out those Bison.
That's it. Enjoy your week, and thanks for tuning in to KRDS News. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Zach. And as always,
Go
Cards.
Cards.